Katieplaysstuff. Katieplaysstuff.
Hey, I'm Katie and this is Katieplaysstuff, where I play stuff for you. So today, we're doing a Q&A video. I am so excited about this. You guys sent in a ton of questions. I don't even know if I can get to them all. Me and Appa were pretty freaking excited. Although he never really looks excited anymore. He's kind of just in the corner awkwardly. I just want to thank everybody that's watching, everybody that has subscribed. I know I said this in the last video, and I'm not going to keep it going, but thank you guys so much for the 4,000 subscribers. I can't even believe it, and I'm just happy to be making this video for you. Before we get started answering questions, I just wanted to quickly give a little shout out, I guess. I received this picture in my email today, and oh my God, this is so freaking good. It's so freaking good. I've actually gotten a lot of pictures from you guys and they've all been amazing, but obviously this one is like high def, like looks just like me, so it's just crazy. You must have put so much work into it. The person that made this is named The person who drew this beautiful picture is named Jonas, but his name on here is Apollos 182. So, if you see his name anywhere down below, let him know that his artwork is awesome, like so freaking good. And with that, let's get to the questions. I just took screenshots of the questions, so I'm just going to read them off one by one, and we'll just see how long this goes. Putra Unique says, "Yay, congrats for almost 4,000 subscribers. I have a question. Are you going to marry your boyfriend? And have you ever thought about giving a name for your subscribers? How do mermaids have mermaid children?" Am I going to marry my boyfriend? I don't know. I hope so. I mean, we've been together long enough. I would say that we should be getting engaged within the next year. You know, if I ever want to start a life that isn't inside this little room. Have I ever thought about giving a name to my subscribers? I've thought about it, but to be honest, I can't really think of anything that goes with the channel. Like, what do I call you? My little Katieplaysstuffers? Like, I literally have no idea what I would even call you. Like, my little Appas? My little Avatar The Last Airbenders? I really don't know. If any of you guys have ideas that you want to be called something, let me know down below. But as of right now, you guys are just my friends. My little best friends. And I have no idea how mermaids have mermaid children, but I'm just guessing, like, how whales kind of just, like, throw their sperm into the water, like, they just eject sperm everywhere. I think that's what mermaids do. Do whales even eject their sperm? Did I just make that up? I don't know, but I think that's what mermaids do. Anastasis 017 says, "I am so sorry. I still can't pronounce this. I always think it's Anastasis, Anastasius. I don't know what it is, but I'm sorry. Hey Katie, my girl. I just got home and went to your channel, and you just hit 4,000 subs. Congrats. Good job. And my questions are, when are you going to do a live stream, and what are you planning to play in the future? Love you, Katie." I really don't know when I'm going to be doing a live stream. I've just been, like, so busy lately. Also, my internet, I upgraded it, but it's way better in the living room than it is in here, so I feel like if I do end up live streaming, it's gonna have to be in my living room, so I'm gonna have to set up a whole thing. I'm going to do one, I just don't know when yet. What games am I planning to play in the future? I have no idea. They kind of just come. I really don't know, because I was playing Alice, and I love Alice, but now I'm on, like, the Sims thing, and I kind of feel like I want to play Sims. It's kind of just whatever I want to play at that moment, but I'm definitely planning to play, what's that game? Beyond Two Souls once the remastered version comes out for PS4, so I'll definitely do that. Apollos 182. "Hey, I just said your name like 2 minutes ago. Oh my god, you already reached 4,011 subscribers. Am I too late now? No. My question, what's your current favorite song?"
We must each have the courage to
This isn't it.
transform.
Starts off kind of weird. Starts off kind of creepy.
Waking up in the middle of the woods. I've seen all the wolves in this place. Been a wolf in this place. I've been watching the rats in the race. I was a rat in the race. Seen the love in me fade. Tell me that you wanna leave with me. Tell me that you wanna go with me. Don't you wanna get out of here, out of the woods?
Mystic Persona says, what's your fave game of all time and did you beat it? My fave game of all time. I think I've said this so many times. So all of you people that have been here forever, since like forever, then you know what my favorite game is, I'm sure. But if you don't and you're new, it's Majora's Mask. I'm sorry, but I feel like I've said this like a million times. But yeah, Majora's Mask from the Zelda series. It is my favorite game of all time, and yes, I have beaten it, although it has been a very long time since I've beaten it, so I probably couldn't do it right now. Andrew Rojas says, hey Andrew! I already used Twitter for my question, but here we go. Are you preparing something special for Christmas? Maybe a new funny moments video? You have a lot of them. Well, yeah, I definitely am going to do a funny moments video. I just have to come up with some funny moments, you know? I wanted to make one like last month, and then I realized I don't have that many games that I've played since the last one. I mean, I played all of The Last of Us, I finished Resident Evil 4, but like, that's pretty much it. So all of my funny moments would have been from like those two games and like a few others. So I'm gonna wait till I accumulate a lot more and then I'll make one. Probably by Christmas. Bob Jones says, being a Zelda fan like me, have you played all of them? And is Majora's Mask your favorite? Mine is Twilight Princess, and grats on almost 4,000 subs. See? I told you people know! Yes, Majora's Mask is my favorite. And being a Zelda fan, have you played them all? Have I played them all? No. I feel like I should have played them all, but to be honest, I haven't played all of the Game Boy Advance versions, and I haven't played all of the Nintendo DS ones. All of like the good console games I played. But Nintendo DS, I have Spirit Tracks, but I don't have Phantom Hourglass, so I've never played that one. I've also never played Link Between Worlds, which is actually fairly new, and I still have not played that. So I kind of need to catch up on my Zelda. Galaxy Samsung says, am I talking to a cell phone? Katie, what did you want to be when you were little? Also, I love you. I love you too. If you were an iPhone, I'd probably love you more though. I actually, to be honest, okay, so when I was super little, I wanted to be an artist, which didn't work so well because I wasn't a good artist, but yeah, I wanted to be an artist. And then when I turned about 8 or 9, I used to write like little books. I'd have notebooks filled with just chapters and chapters of stuff that I would write. So I would write little books, I guess. And then I decided I wanted to be a writer because I loved English, I loved writing. So then I thought maybe I could be an artist and a writer at the same time and like illustrate my own books. And then eventually I started like being obsessed with animals, so then I wanted to do veterinary stuff. All the way up through high school, that's what I wanted to do. Then I got to college, all the meanwhile playing video games. Like, obviously, I was playing video games the whole time, so I never stopped being a geek. So then I got to college and I realized I like veterinary stuff, but I really like the biology side of veterinary stuff. And then I realized I had this huge fascination with ants, and I thought ants were just the coolest things on the freaking earth because they can like communicate with each other and like build these big structures and like work together. So I thought they were awesome and I wanted to study ants. And now I'm kind of here. I don't know. I was in the middle of doing my ant studies. And I was in the middle of trying to get a science biology degree. And I made a YouTube channel. And I'm not saying that YouTube is going to be my future and that YouTube is going to be the thing I do for the rest of my life, because it's most likely not. But, you know, it's really fun for now, so I'm kind of putting my all into my YouTube channel and seeing kind of where this goes. And if it doesn't, then I guess I'll just go back to doing what I was doing. Wolf of Ice Mike says, okay, your question for me is, where do you see yourself in 5 years? 5 years? I'm hoping that YouTube will still be a thing, and I'm hoping that I'll end up getting a ton of money from it, and then I'm hoping that I never have to leave my house and I could just play video games for the rest of my little life. But if that doesn't work out, I think in 5 years I'll be 27? Oh my god, 27. So in 5 years, I hope by 27 I'm married, I don't live in this apartment anymore, and I have a house. I have at least one kid, maybe two, and you know, I'm just having a happy married life, you know? The 4 things of happiness: kids, marriage. But, you know, if video games could go in there, that would be like the 5 things of happiness. Splash Gamer says, remember me? Move rack. I'm sorry. This person, I completely just like butchered your name last time you asked a question. So, we are gonna figure out how to pronounce your name right now. How to pronounce Mubarak. We'll figure this out.
Pronouncenames.com. Mubarak.
Mubarak. Mubarak.
Mubarak.
Mubarak.
Mubarak.
Mubarak.
Do we have the...
Do I have it right? Mubarak? Mubarak? I'm sorry! My question is, what's your fave game now? Oh gosh. Whew! What is my fave game now? Well, it never changes, you know. I stay with Majora's Mask, I stay with the Zelda series, you know. I stay with The Sims. But as of this very second, my fave game, because you know I'm in my Sims kick that I keep talking about, my fave game is SimCity 2014, I believe? No, 2013. So it came out a couple years ago, and it's my favorite game at the moment. I've been playing it nonstop, building all these cities. I'm on my 4th city now in about 3 days, and yeah, I'm obsessed with it. So if you have an Origin account, it's like $20. Get it. It's fun. Arturo Rodriguez says, do you live the thug life? I don't. But, this guy does.
Throw your hands in the air if you's a true player.
Daniel Stevens says, awesome channel, Katie. I have a question. What would you think of someone if they had a foot fetish? And would you ever consider dating someone with one? Alright, well, I'm not going to put down people with foot fetishes, just in case any of you have one, Daniel Stevens. But, would I consider dating someone with one? No, I would not. Dietzmeister JD says, this is another name I can never pronounce. As the resident old-ass subscriber, what is the best thing you have done in games? Stylish, hardest difficulty, or something? Alright, I'm gonna go, like, super, like, old on you. And have any of you ever played MapleStory? It's a right and left RPG game, and you can be different races and stuff. So I would be a wizard. I had a wizard character. So I had this level like 80 ice lightning wizard. And it was my favorite thing when I was in high school. I loved that freaking thing. And when they kept updating the game, they had new races come and like new types of guilds you can get into and different stuff. But I always kept my Ice Lightning Wizard to the point where like nobody had Ice Lightning Wizards anymore. I was pretty much the only one walking around. So people would come up to me and they would be like, whoa, you're an old ass gamer. Like you have an Ice Lightning whatever. Like I haven't seen one of these in so long. And I was just so proud of it. And it's probably still there. If I download MapleStory right now, I could play it again. Lucian Sword doesn't ask a question, but he says, so professional looking. Thank you! I miss you so much, Jake. I hope you and Jen are doing good with your new baby. Guys, if you haven't seen his channel, I'll link it down below. He doesn't really post as many videos anymore because he just had his second little baby. It's a baby girl, and I'm just so happy for him, and I miss him, and I hope that he does come back to YouTube full force pretty soon, and we can finish up Resident Evil 5 because it's been a really long time. Cool Hand Wiz, my best buddy Luke, says, when are you going to live stream again? And if so, will Shannon guest host? Do any of you guys know who Cool Hand Wiz is? He has a channel where he plays, mostly he plays a lot of mobile games, which I love. I love when he does mobile games. He does live streams, like once a week he'll have a live stream. He does indie games. He's also doing a Ocarina of Time playthrough, and it's his first time ever playing a Zelda game ever. So if you want to see someone fail at Zelda, go watch his videos. But yeah, anyway, so check him out. When am I going to live stream again? I already said I have no idea. But yeah, Shannon will probably co-host because I like it better when she's with me. She reads all the comments for me, and it really helps me out a lot. Valcoria says, if you could be any character from any video game, who would you pick? I don't know. Who the heck would I pick? I really have no idea. To be honest, I really have no friggin' idea. Because all the games I play are scary as hell. Like, why would I want to be somebody in a scary game so I could just get chased the entire time and, like, get shot up on the block? Like, who the heck would I choose to be? I'm gonna have to get back to you on that one. I really do not know. I mean, I could even choose Link from Zelda because he's my favorite, but he gets himself into some crazy-ass trouble, and I don't know if I want to be doing all that. I don't know. Lenora Higgins says, if your face was on a t-shirt, that would be pretty weird. Well, thanks, Lenora. Isaac Andreasen says, I don't know, I'd wear it. Thank you, Isaac. Thank you. Martin Mitrov says, Snapchat sounds dangerous. Once you have enough viewers, be prepared. Once you have enough viewers, be prepared that some, if they have not already have, they will send you a pic of the big D. But I assume you already know that. Happy 4,000. I have not gotten a pic of the big D yet, but I am waiting for it, and I know it's going to come. Please don't do it now. My question is, what do you honestly feel about The Last of Us so far? Second, what game got you into gaming in the first place? So, big D's aside, I love The Last of Us so far. I mean, I know I only put up a video like once a week, so yeah, I'm pretty shitty at the controls at the moment, but I am loving the story. I think Ellie's character is so awesome, and I'm really excited to see how the relationship with her and the main character like evolve, and I'm pretty excited about this. Joel and Ellie, I love them. Oh god, talking about big D's and an old man and a child and I don't even know okay, next question. What game got you into gaming in the first place? I would say Majora's Mask, because Zelda, that's what got me into loving Zelda when I was little, because I had it for N64. But I also played Perfect Dark when it was out for N64. I specifically remember playing that one. So that got me into more of the shooting style games. And then I was all over that Sims 1. When that came out, oh, Sims 1. That was my freaking game. Bit Andres says, what color are your eyes? I don't know if you'll be able to see them here. I'm sorry about this. What do you think? They're green. Actually, they're hazel. Brown-green. But they're not brown, and they're not green. They're brown-green. Keep that in mind. Chance Green, 4,000 will someday be 4 million. You deserve it. That's not a question, but I wanted to put it in here, because you are wrong, sir. That's never going to happen, but thanks for saying that. Oscar Arias says, I am so sorry I mess up all these names. Oscar Arias. I'm just gonna stop. Dear Gady. Did I just call myself Gady? I just called myself Gady. Who's Gady? Katie? Katie? I need to stop. I've been recording for too long. Dear Katie, the Wendigo burner, the Wall Rider killer, this is my question for you. If you were trapped in one of the horror games you've played so far, which one would you not like to be in? Okay, Katie, I can't get over it. I would not like to be in Outlast ever in my life because I would be chased by naked-ass twins and crazy psychos and that big guy Chris. It would be terrible. I also would not like to be in The Evil Within, even though I didn't actually play it on this channel. I did it on my live streams. Evil Within, literally the scariest monsters I've ever seen in all of my gaming career. Never, ever would I go into the Evil Within world. And then pretty much every other game I've ever played on this channel I wouldn't go to. Okay, this one's gonna mess me up. Thebout BDG. Thebot, I'm sorry. Says, how does it feel to know that people watch your videos from a lot of different countries in the world? Greets from France. I think that is the coolest thing ever. Honestly, that is just so cool. I realized I have a lot of subscribers from, like, Peru, I think. And it's crazy to me that I'm here and people from across the freaking world are watching me on their TVs, on their iPhones, on whatever the heck they have, on their laptops. They're watching me. This freaking girl that's sitting in this room next to this stupid stuffed animal. I'm sorry, Appa. Next to this freaking stuffed animal. Like, and you guys are watching me. You, right now, you are watching me. And it's mind-blowing. It really is. Dancing Zombie asks, question, what's your favorite Final Fantasy game, if you have one? It would be Final Fantasy X. That is my favorite one. I have it for PS2 right over there. I've played it so many times. I love that game. Plus, I always used to have a crush on the main character, so there's that too. I was little, okay? Zoe Cage says, what is your favorite color, and will you paint the wall behind you that color? Are you trying to say that you hate my white wall? Is that what you're trying to say right now? My favorite color is green, and no, I will not be painting the wall behind me green, because that would be really weird. I don't know what I'm gonna do to the wall yet. I don't know if I'm gonna put, like, pictures up. I don't know what the heck I'm gonna do. But as of right now, I'm really liking the white. If you knew me in real life, you would know that I love white. I tried to style my living room furniture with a lot of white, so like white blankets and white picture frames and white curtains. So I'm really on like this white thing right now where I think white is just the prettiest color. So my favorite color is green, but I would say my second favorite color at this moment is white. And I'm loving this wall. And I know a lot of you are like, Katie, that is so boring. There's nothing on it. It's just a white ass wall. But I love my white ass wall. I really do. Robin Wolferink says, instead of a question, I have a dilemma to ask. Either everybody hears what you think, or you hear what everybody else thinks. I don't know. I think if I heard what everybody else thought all the time, then it would get really freaking loud, and I am prone to headaches, so I would just hate listening to people talk all the time. I think I'd rather have everybody hear what I think, because then if I knew that, I could stop thinking what I'm thinking, you know? I don't want to hear what everybody else thinks, because I'd probably cry a lot. It would just be horrible. Super Clem says, what do you think each one of us could do to make the world a better place? See, I know there's like a ton of things you could do to make the world a better place. Like recycling everything you have and like treating every religion and every race the same and like, but nobody's ever going to change that. Everybody's going to have their own opinions and stuff like that. But something I really wish that I could change, which is just really stupid and has nothing to do with the world. It kind of just has to do with the way that I grew up in school, is like, I always, maybe it's because I wasn't the most popular person in school. I mean, I know it's hard to believe. I wasn't popular. I know. I'm so cool and awesome, right? No. Oh my god, no. I actually, when I was little, and like when I was in like 6th and 7th grade, I wasn't bullied per se, but I definitely wasn't like liked. No guys wanted to be with me. I mean, it just was sad. It was really terrible. I was so ugly. Nobody liked me. I had my little group of friends, but that was it. You know? I would just say, not one thing I'd change about the world, but one thing I'd change about humanity is the way that they treat people that just look different, or people that aren't rich and they don't have as much as some other people do. Because when I grew up, I went to a really super rich school when I was younger, and so all of the rich girls, they'd look down at me, and I didn't have any nice clothes. Like, I had like Walmart crappy clothes, and I didn't have like a hair straightener to straighten my hair. I didn't have any makeup. I mean, I didn't have anything like that until I was old enough to get a job and pay for it myself. And so I just was constantly not bullied, but just put down because I didn't have what they had. And eventually I got a polo shirt from Aeropostale for my birthday. I finally got a polo shirt, and I wore it to school, and I was so happy about it because I finally had this shirt that all the popular girls wore. And one of them emailed me, like on the school computer, emailed me and said, I have the exact same shirt. You just got it to copy me. You're not cool. You shouldn't even be wearing it. And it really made me so sad because, like, somebody bought me that shirt. I didn't even have the money to spend on that shirt. And she yelled at me about it. So this just became a whole, like, Dr. Phil episode. I'm sorry. But, you know, I love to change people's views on other people, if that even makes sense. Like, get to know me a little bit more. How about find out that it was my birthday and I got that shirt for my birthday, you dumb bitch. Like, I mean, just stop putting down people that don't have as much as you do, because just because someone looks a little weird doesn't mean they are. Some people are really weird, but I wasn't. I was normal. I don't even know if I answered the question. I just went on some crazy tangent. I am so sorry. But even if I didn't answer the question, you guys got to know a little bit more about me. So, I guess that's okay. James Bond says, do you prefer Xbox One or PS4? It's crazy because I always preferred Xbox. I loved my Xbox 360. It sounds like a freaking lawnmower because it's so old. So I always preferred Xbox over PlayStation any day. But since I got my PS4, that thing is like my child, and I love that with every beat of my heart. So I can't say that I don't like Xbox any less than PS4. I don't know, but my PS4 comes before anything. Let's just put it that way. Emre Tosan says, what is your favorite bad guy on games? Sorry for my grammar. That's okay. Sorry for my pronunciation of your name. My favorite bad guy would have to be Ganondorf, because he can freaking get some of this sword action. Ecuador693 says, hey Katie, it's insane how fast you snowballed with subscribers. I remember when 1,000 seemed so far away, and now you're at almost 4,000. Anyways, my question is this. Has making YouTube videos felt like a job yet? In the sense that when you lose some of the enjoyment of making videos at times? Like, if you're playing soccer, but you hate practice. Something like that. Also, if you pour the cereal first, don't you hate that the cereal becomes soft from the milk? No, I wouldn't say YouTube feels like a job yet. I do get kind of like not wanting to record, as you guys know, because I said that in one of my recent videos. It doesn't feel like a job. It just feels like I'm playing games and I'm talking at the exact same time, which is pretty much what I do in my normal life. But yeah, there are times when I know I have to record, but I don't want to. So it doesn't feel like a job, but it feels like I have to sometimes. I don't know. It's okay. And I mean, the cereal doesn't get soft from the milk. You gotta eat the cereal fast. I mean, move a little faster. What are you doing with your cereal? You gotta eat. What are you doing? Talking? What am I doing? What am I talking about? Do you guys hear this? What is that? It's like a vibration in my wall. Okay, guys, I had like a few more questions to go, but I have this vibrating noise happening over here, so I'm just gonna cut it a little bit short, even though this video is probably an hour long already. I'm going to leave it with this question. Actually, not a question, more of a statement. Jonathan King says, You shouldn't have put lipstick on. You don't need it, in my opinion. Jonathan. You have no idea. You are just like all the other people that have written to me and said, you don't need to wear makeup. You don't need it. You don't need to have lipstick on. You don't need that. You're beautiful the way you are. Well, sir, Mr. Jonathan, I'd like to show you something. Example A. That was me before this video. That was me before I put makeup on. I'm so sorry. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching this. Thank you for asking all of your questions. If I couldn't get to your question, it was either because it had already been answered in a different video, or I literally just ran out of time, and I'm so sorry. But thank you all for supporting me and being here watching this, and it means the world to me. It absolutely means everything, and I love each and every one of you. So thank you once again so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.
Katieplaysstuff.